today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bear standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Is the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
A 6-yard.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, here's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Complete.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
McKinnon.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
Goff's pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Van.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Watson sacked. by Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Third and long, it's Watson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
For Randall Cobb, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
On the tackle.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Goff on first down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
Goff's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Goff. Stiff-armed him. They got him, man. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Goff's pass. Intended for number 14. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it here to Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Malcolm Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Malcolm Brown who ended it with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. That's caught out wide by Cooks. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with Johnson. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots, they've opened a 2-touchdown advantage in that one. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Now Watson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
From the gun, here's Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back.
behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, it's gone.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Complete to...
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a first down throw. Wrong. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
16 yards, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
Goff's pass.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a play fake, and it's gone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
48-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
10. Texans 7.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've hit halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Texans 7.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
You get blocked, he's going down, he's coming. Check it back, check it back.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
44 to the mic, 44 to the mic. Check, check. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
3rd and 2, Watson. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watson now from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Watson just beating the play clock. And Cooks has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Johnson on the counter. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Houston set to take over.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, gone. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the 50, it's gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Goff. His throw incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To the air again. Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Goff on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Goff looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Goff on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And no, it's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st down, Johnson, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
He'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Quentin Dix on the coverage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Henderson will try and run for the 1st.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Bernardrick McKinney.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Of 17 yards. 1st down, Rams.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
He'll get this underneath to Henderson.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Goff's pass.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Brings up second.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
John Johnson on the coverage.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Watson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
The kick is good.
And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's gone.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
26 man. Watch QB drop.
First throw in OT for Watson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
26 man. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Watson on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Johnson's pass intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete.
The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And take it right on the 30.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Goff with his first throw in OT. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 25. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into